This is going to be a matchup, guys, of epic proportions. These two teams are going to go absolutely insane. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with another footballing prediction video. And today, rather than doing a Champions League prediction video, I decided we're going to take a look at the Europa League. Being a Chelsea supporter myself, we have to look at the competition that'll get us up into the Champions League next year. Obviously, the battle between Chelsea and Arsenal for the top four is so highly contested. Manchester United, I think, are still in this battle as well. They play Chelsea Sunday, but we're going to take a look further ahead than that for this Thursday's Europa League competitions between Chelsea and Eintracht Frankfurt and Arsenal and Valencia. Guys, these are going to be two games that are going to be so vital to every single one of these teams' seasons. Eintracht Frankfurt still battling in the Bundesliga. Chelsea and Arsenal obviously battling it out between each other for the top four places. And then Valencia currently battling it out with Sevilla and Getafe, who are currently in the lead in fourth place, both points and goal difference in La Liga. So Valencia need this for the Champions League, possibly. Chelsea and Arsenal both need this for the Champions League, and Eintracht Frankfurt, they just want to join the competition. So without further ado, we're going to get into some of the, sorry, there's hair in my hat. We're going to get into some of the predictions for the matches, and we're going to start with Chelsea versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, continuing the conversation on these two teams' road to the Europa League semifinals, Eintracht Frankfurt arguably has had the harder of the knockout stages. They had such a tough battle going up against both Inter Milan and then again going up against Benfica. And I think that in itself is a testament to what this team has done. They've played two teams that were both in the Champions League this year. They played all the way through the Champions League group stages, and they beat them both. So this Eintracht Frankfurt team is a team that is ready to play giant killer. They're ready to get into the Europa League final. This competition is everything for them, and they are led by rather a really good core of players. Sebastian Rode, Ante Rebic, and of course Luka Jovic, who's been an absolute monster this season. I know I'm missing somebody else on that attack. I think it's Sebastian something maybe that I'm missing for the Eintracht Frankfurt attack, who's been absolutely wonderful this year. But Luka Jovic is the main star, or is it Jovic or Jovic? I apologize if I'm continuing to pronounce that wrong. But then going against a team who wants to purchase him in Chelsea, who arguably have been the favorites for the competition, I think, since the group stages, since they were confirmed for it last year. The team itself has been kind of up and down. They've continued to perform really well. I mean, 9 wins in the last 13 competitions, not counting the draw against Burnley, because that's not a win. But Chelsea have finally found some sort of semblance of form. They're finally getting the rhythm that they need together. And they're trying to make a run in the Premier League and in the Europa League down the stretch to continue to battle for trophies, especially with the possible transfer ban coming, the possibility of Hazard leaving in the summer. This is a team that wants Champions League football, and they need the funds for Champions League football, because obviously there's so many things going on around Chelsea and around Stamford Bridge in London in itself. But continuing to look at the matchup, this is going to be it's going to be an amazing match, guys. All of the semifinals from the Champions League to the Europa League, are going to be absolutely wonderful matches. This Chelsea-Eintracht Frankfurt match itself is going to be a really hard one to navigate in terms of who you think will get the upper hand. Eintracht Frankfurt have a very good away scoring record in the Europa League. They got 2 against Benfica away from home. They got a goal away at the San Siro against Inter Milan. So they have a really good scoring record away from home, and Chelsea have been very resilient at home this year, especially in the Premier League. They've done fantastic against what would be the Premier League top 6. But at the same time, they also allowed 3 goals at Stamford Bridge to Slavia Prague, who were a very good team in the Europa League. I feel like they played fantastic in the competition, but that has to give you some sort of worry that this team maybe defensively isn't sound enough. Antonio Rudiger has been hurt now for, I believe, a week and a half. And he's not a rock in the Chelsea defense, but he is a stalwart in the Chelsea defense, where he is very good in the air. He's very good with his feet. He's very quick. He's very quick. He's a good balance for the likes of David Luiz and Andreas Christensen to work with. So I'm very questionable about what Chelsea's defense is going to do, but at the same time, the best player in the competition is Eden Hazard. It doesn't matter where he's playing in the Europa League, in the Champions League, in the Premier League. He's proven himself. I feel like this, maybe not the Champions League. We'll get rid of the Champions League because Messi's Messi. But Hazard has proven himself this year. I think this will be a relatively close matchup. I'm trying to keep my Chelsea bias out of it, but I think it'll be a bit of a surprise. I think it'll be a low-scoring series between these two teams. Chelsea, when they score first, haven't lost in the Europa League. Actually, they have not lost yet, I believe, in the Europa League in total in any of the competitions. So it's a Chelsea team that have yet to experience defeat, and I think Eintracht Frankfurt may be able to get one at home in Germany. Maybe get a 2-1 victory or a 1-1 draw, something like that, and then bring it to Stamford Bridge. But my prediction for the series is still relatively low scoring. I say 3-2 in favor of Chelsea to go on to the final. And then which will take us to the second semi-final. It is Arsenal versus Valencia. This is going to be a matchup, guys, of epic proportions. These two teams are going to go absolutely insane. Valencia, they've really upturned their form from January on, trying to get back into contention for the Champions League in La Liga. They're not falling short, but they're struggling at the moment to reach that next height, to try and finish off the season and snag those games. I believe La Liga as well still only have about 3 or 4 games left, 3 or 4 match weeks. So Valencia are running out of time, and now they have this other option, and that's to go through Arsenal, who have also been woeful these past couple, their past 2 games. I mean, they've lost to Crystal Palace, and they got absolutely obliterated by Wolves. And so it makes you wonder what this Arsenal team's mindset is in, if they could refocus it and bring it back in for the Europa League. Obviously, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Lacazette, they've been very, very good in the Europa League this year. But at the same time, Valencia still have a very, very good squad with the likes of Gonzalo Guedes, Kevin Guimero. Guimero is a very experienced striker in the Europa League, having won a couple of titles with Unai Emery, the current Arsenal manager. So this is another series that I think it'll come down to away goals, I feel like, in this series, depending on whichever team can get the better of their away goals. It's gonna be an amazing semifinal. I feel like this is probably the superior of the 2 semifinals, in which I think it'll be an all London final, guys. I actually feel like I will be rooting for Valencia in this one, because I want to see Arsenal and Chelsea go battle it out in the Premier League for it. So I want to see the teams at their top form. But a London final would be cool. Which is what I think it'll be. I think the Arsenal-Valencia series will end 3-3. Arsenal will win on away goals. The away goals sort of aggregate standpoint. But I want Valencia to win it. I'm hoping you guys can do something to get rid of the idea of an all-London final in the Europa League. But it would be amazing to watch, nonetheless. So yeah, that is it, guys. Let me know you guys' thoughts. I think it'll be Chelsea and Arsenal in the Europa League final. I think it'll be 3-2 overall between Chelsea and Eintracht Frankfurt, and I think it'll be 3-3. Arsenal win on away goals in the semi-final matchup between Arsenal and Valencia. Let me know your guys' predictions down in the comments below, and as well, let me know some of your thoughts on all of these teams through both their league and then both through their European competitions, because it's been a long year. It's been a long and grueling journey for all of us. But it's rewarding to come down to the end and maybe to see one of our teams lift the trophy. So let me know what you guys' thoughts on in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.